My name is Dr. Carrie Bunger, and I'm the Director of Positive School Culture and Safety for Cincinnati Public Schools. In the department, we help all CPS schools implement strong, culturally relevant, social, emotional, and behavioral supports for all students and families. This parent support video series is designed to do just that, to support parents with information so that you can help your students navigate through the interesting times that we are experiencing. Before we start our video today, I want to remind us of the hashtag CPS United, because when we're all united, we are stronger. In this video, we'll share more ways to help you stabilize your child's emotions in times of stress, and provide ways to understand and respond to the emotional roller coaster you and your kids may be riding right now. Our hashtag for navigating your child's emotions is hashtag MirrorIt'sOk. In the last video, we talked about mirror neurons and how important it is to show your kids the behavior that you want them to reflect or mirror. What you learned about mirror neurons will help today to understand more about the brain and how it functions. When we show big emotions, the part of our brain that allows us to think and respond doesn't function well, and we lose our problem-solving skills. By understanding the brain and how it works, we'll know how to come back into ourselves when our emotions get the best of us. Let's start by thinking of a time when you got really upset with someone. Can you remember if it felt like you had a choice about how you were going to react and feel in that moment? Did it matter to you what the other person was thinking or feeling at the time? Like, for example, recently I've gotten upset at my dear lovely daughter KJ when she doesn't listen. And at the time, I'm not really thinking about her feelings, I'm thinking about my own. To better understand how the brain works and why all the parts of the brain need to work together, we're going to use a hand to model the brain. The part that's closest to the spine and near the base of the skull is called the brain stem. It keeps you awake or asleep, make sure that you breathe, and keeps your heart beating. It also keeps you safe. The middle part of your brain, or the limbic area, is where you process emotions and store your memories. It's also where you have your safety radar, which is called the amygdala. Now, the outer layer of your brain is called the cortex. It is where your thinking and planning happens. The area of the cortex that's right up front is called the prefrontal cortex. It's where the brain processes information about how we relate to others. The cortex is where we, understanding others' feelings, have the ability to calm ourselves, self-regulate, and make choices. The cortex houses our sense of morality, what's right and what's wrong. And it's how we're able to sense what's going on with others, like reading body language. Now, when we're really stressed out or upset, the prefrontal cortex shuts down and no longer works with the rest of the brain. So we say essentially that we flip our lid. We flip our lid when the prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of our brain, isn't working, and it becomes hard to use those problem-solving skills. Do you feel like you flip your lid, or have ever been with someone who has flipped their lid? What does that look like or feel like? When I flip my lid, my face turns red, I yell a lot, and I usually storm out of the room. When you're really upset, have you ever done something and then later thought, why did I do that? Or I wish I hadn't done that. Or what in the world was I thinking when I said that? And really you don't know why. That's because the prefrontal cortex doesn't work when you flip your lid. You can't learn very well when that happens. Now, we've talked about mirror neurons and how we learn by copying. Remember how we also mirror feelings, so that when we are with other people who are sad, we also feel or empathize with their sadness. Because of mirror neurons, if someone near you flips their lid, what are you likely to do? You're likely to flip your lid too. So what might happen if two people approach each other like this? I'm thinking they might get in a fight. So what they need to do is to find their thinking brains and solve their problems. Use what works best to calm back down so that thinking clearly returns and problems then can be solved. To manage big emotion, teach your kids these 5 steps that they can remember and recite to help their emotions. Knowing that there are ways they can handle big emotions can make them feel and know that they are in control. Number 1, it's never okay to hurt others. Number 2, take 3 deep breaths or count slowly to 10. 3, use words to say how you feel and how you wish things could happen. 4, ask for help to solve the problem. And then 5, take time to calm down. When you understand how to stabilize emotions for you as a parent and your child, you will both have tools to use. It can dramatically impact your family relationships now and in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to the Marison Center for Children and Cincinnati Children's Hospital, as well as Joining Forces for Children, for providing content for this parent support series. Join us next week for tips on maintaining social connections. And in the meantime, stay healthy and safe. Bye, friends.